Hi,
Hello.
my name's Ariel.
Hi, Ariel. How are you?
Good. Why do you put a lot of descriptive words in your stories?
Uh, I like that style of writing. It's not everybody's style, but I like to be very vivid and make sure that you, the reader, understands the world that I'm writing about. Is that something you like, or maybe do you find that annoying? What do you think?
It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's a style of writing that I happen to like. So I guess I just sort of look at the world that way. Because when you have a story, the characters have to be somewhere, and I want you to see with your own eyes, your own head, and your own thinking where that story is taking place. So that's why I do that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello,
Hi.
my name's Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. How are you today?
Good, thanks.
What's up?
I was wondering, how do you make the characters' names sound so much like their traits?
Oh, I spend a lot of time trying to pick names for characters. Do you see those books behind me in that image of me?
Yeah.
I have that's sort of my reference library. And among those books are books about names, old names. For example, if I were going to write a book with a story set in Thailand, I would have to have a book of Thai names because I don't know them well enough. The same would be true if I'm writing a story in Ireland or Italy or France. So I need to do research, and I try to pick a name that has meaning for me so that it fits the character. And that's an emotional thing. And I once wrote a book, and I used the name of a girl I knew. And then at the last minute, I changed the name because I wasn't sure the girl would like it. And when I changed the name, I ruined the book for myself because it no longer seemed about the character that I was really writing. Other people know that, but that's really the way it was for me.
I had another question. Why did you choose to make a mouse to be the main character in the Poppy series?
The book, I thought I would write about the owl, Mr. Okex. And so I did a lot of research about owls, and I learned that one of the things they ate most of all were mice. And as I wrote the book, as often happens with me, I changed what I'm writing about. And so I got much more interested in the mouse that Mr. Okex was trying to eat than I was in Mr. Okex. So that's really the way it happened.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
My name's Lance.
What's your name?
Lance.
Okay. I get the point.
How did you think of the name for each character?
Well, just telling your friend there that I have these books of names and I spend a lot of time. For example, I'm writing a book now that takes place in the United States in 1951. So I did a little research. It's about a boy. So I did a little research and I found the most popular name for boys in 1951. And what do you think that name might be? Have you any guess?
Bob.
What?
Bob.
Well, it was Jim. So I named the character Jim, just because it felt good naming a character that period of time a very popular name. It just adds to the story. So that's the way that worked.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think you guys should send me a T-shirt that says ISB on it. I think that's a great T-shirt.
We'll get you one.
Right.
Do you want the
Ask him which color he likes.
white or yellow?
Which?
Oh, I like the yellow with white shoulders. I think that's cool.
Ooh, the yellow one. Great.
Thank you. Okay, we will. We'll send
Yes,
you
we'll send you one.
My name is Jane.
What's your
How do you look, from the book Poppy, how do you look from a perspective of a mouse?
Well, secretly at night I turn into a mouse.
one.
So I really, that's the best way to do it. Just turn into the creature that you're writing about. And when nobody's looking, I shrink real down and then I start running around the house as if I'm a mouse. I think that would.
What do you think?
How do you decide where to put description words?
Oh, it's just the way I feel about the writing in trying to get the story and into your feelings. So, what I would call the rhythm of the story, how the story evolves, so that you're right there with every moment of the story. That's really important to me. I want you to feel the story, not just read it.
Thank you.
Okay.
We have 29.
Hi, my name's Todd.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm good. Pretty hot.
I have 3 sweaters on. Okay.
Why did you make Poppy boyfriend Ragweed die in the first chapter of Poppy? How did you why did you make a twist in the beginning?
Well, here's the way it worked. There are 6 Poppy books, okay? I didn't write them in the sequence. The first book that I wrote was the second book, and that's called Poppy. And I didn't know that I was going to write other books. And when I wrote the story, all I knew is that I wanted you, the reader, to understand that Mr. Okax was really a scary creature, a really scary bird. And he was somebody who really could hurt Poppy. And I didn't think that Ragweed was an important character in the book. And so by having him get caught by Mr. Okax, it helped later in the book when Poppy is having this fight with Mr. Okax that you knew that he was really, really dangerous. Now, later, when I wrote more of the series, Ragweed kept appearing in one way or another. And then I wrote a whole book about Ragweed. That's the first book in the series. And I know it's unusual what I did, but I really wasn't thinking ahead. That's truly the reason for that. So I hope you'll forgive me.
Okay. The second question. Why did you choose to make Ragweed's earring a metaphor? Because in the Poppy there's an earring.
Say it one more time.
Say it one more time here, Todd.
Why did you choose to make Ragweed's earring a metaphor?
Okay. It made the whole series. That it's very important in the first book, and it's even more important in the last book. So that earring comes back into the story. It's very important. So that if you read all 6 books, you'll see why that's so important.
Now you're going to read all of them.
Thank you.
Tries to hook you.
Hi. My name's Tan, and what gives you the idea for these books?
I make my living as a writer. So I'm always thinking about ideas and what I could write. And so I always have a few ideas tucked away so that I could write, because if I didn't write, I wouldn't be able to make a living. So I look for them, and I get a lot of them from reading, because I think like a book. I think like a story. I see the world as a story. And that's truly the way it works for me. You can teach yourself to do that by reading a lot too. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Mila.
Now,
My question is, if you were not a writer, what would you be?
well, for many years I worked as a librarian. And if you saw all the books in the house, you see that I'm still a librarian. The difference is, in the library that I used to work in, everything was very neat. In my house, my library is very messy. And I often can't find the books I'm looking for. So that's what I was. I really liked being a librarian because I was surrounded by books a lot.
Okay, thank you. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Say your name.
My name is
What's your
David.
Again.
name? What?
Huh?
Again.
My name is
Okay.
David.
Okay.
David.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. My question is, I really like how you write using a lot of cliches in your stories. How do you come up with so many, and how do you make them so much sense?
And that work is trying to rewrite and go over it. You heard me say how many times I rewrite the books. I'm just trying to make every sentence in the book, every word in the book, have some meaning, interest to you. I try to take out everything that doesn't make any sense or isn't interesting. So I work on the book. It's sort of like building with tiny little blocks. The words in a book is a piece, and I have thousands of Legos, and I try to snap them all together so I can create something. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. My other question is, I like the way that you use your foreshadowing and leave your readers in suspense. Is this a purposeful part of your craft? Do you try to end a chapter this way?
I want you always to be very honest with me when I stop a chapter when I do. So you say, "Oh, I want to just read one more chapter. One more chapter, please." Yeah, that's the style that I like, and I try to. I like suspense in a book, so that you won't stop. I want you to stop reading and just read my books.
Yeah, I'm reading Poppy a lot, and I'm noticing that you do that.
Did it work?
Yep, it made me read more. So thank you.